Hey, what's going on my YouTube folks out there? I'm back for another video on the KT Hoops channel. I want to thank everybody so far that's subscribed to the channel. Hit that like, hit that notification button. For my new watchers, please hit that subscribe button to let you know when I'm dropping content, dropping video. Today we're going to do a little something different. I'm going to be answering questions that some of my subscribers have posed to me in the comment section. So I'm gonna give my takes on about 2 or 3 topics that I've really seen and people have hit me up about to see what I think about it. So I'm gonna give my commentary on those topics. And I'm gonna start out, the first topic is gonna be about load management. What do I feel about load management? I feel that load management can be detrimental to a team, and its continuity, its chemistry, and you've seen a prime example this year of it with the Los Angeles Clippers. I did touched on it a little bit last week on a video I did about the ending of their season, but I want to delve into it more in depth. I feel that load management is really detrimental not only to the team, but also from a fan standpoint. You want to see the matchups of the LeBron and Kawhis. You want to see the Anthony Davises against the Giannis's. You want to see James Harden go against Dame Lillard. You want to see Ben Simmons face off against, a Luka. You want to see these matchups, and if teams are load managing, a lot of the times, you as a fan, you come and you see your favorite player or the best player on the team sitting on the bench due to load management. So for me, load management has really been a turnoff for me for the game for the last couple years. I understand you want to get your veteran players rest. You want them ready for the playoffs and have them ready to go at 100%. But once you get to playing, once you've been playing for a long time, like the majority of these guys have, from all the way from probably 6-7 years old up till now, these guys are never going to be 100%. Like for instance, Kawhi has tons of nagging injuries, and most people do. When you're playing a long 82 game season, you're traveling from city to city. I understand that you want to get a little rest on your body, but you're never going to be 100%. So load management for me has really put a damper on the game because, like I said, as a fan, you come ready. You want to see the big matchups. And when you get there, one of your favorite players or a player on the opposite team as a fan isn't playing due to load management. So, and then also, coming from the era that I grew up in, the 80s and 90s, which is my favorite era, of course, not taken away from the newer guys, but load management was non-existent back then. The load management that most teams had, specifically, like I would say, being a Laker fan, specifically that the Lakers had, they said that, okay, this is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to blow you out the first 3 quarters. We're going to get you out of the game in the first 3 quarters. We're going to go out, put our stamp on the game, and blow you out of the water in the first 3 quarters. And then the 4th quarter, we're going to be sitting on the bench with ice on our knees, talking about who are we going to be playing next. That was load management in the 80s and 90s. Teams went out, really tried to impose their will and force what they wanted to do, they would blow you out of the water. And in the fourth quarter, they're sitting down. That was load management for those teams back then. And then not to mention, these guys flew commercial. They didn't have the private planes and luxuries that today's guys have. Like I said, not taken away from today's guys. I'm not one of those guys that say, oh, that you're softer because you have these perks and benefits. I'm sure the guys in the 60s and 70s looked at the guys in the 80s and 90s and thought they were soft because of the perks that they had. But I'm just talking about the different mindset that it was for load management back then. You would see Magic and Kareem and Worthy and Byron sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter because they handled their business. And I think that's what some of these teams need to take heed to in their handling of things. Taking heed to, let's really try and impose our will on the other team and get rid of them quick, and then that way you can rest your stars and rest your top players when they need to. So that's my take on load management. Moving on to the next question. The next question that I was posed to by one of my subscribers is, what do I think about Ja Morant? I think Ja Morant is probably the next Russell Westbrook. That's who he reminds me of, with a better shot. The explosiveness, the leadership qualities that he has, being a young guy, is really reminds me of Russell Westbrook. Ja Morant, I watched him play at Murray State. I still watch a lot of college basketball. So for those that don't watch college basketball, once the season gets started, you can come here for takes also. But I watched Ja Morant at Murray State, and I seen it then. I was like, oh man, this dude is going to be the business, especially the way the league is now, how wide open it is. If you're an athletic guard that can put the ball on the floor, you are really going to flourish when you get to the NBA because the game is so wide open now, and the lanes are not clogged by big men. So guys like Ja Morant can really exploit their talents when they get to the NBA because the game is so wide open. Like I said, this guy's leadership qualities, what he did for Memphis this year, not many people were even picking Memphis to be in the top 10 in the West, and he took them all the way down to the last day of the play-in games. And I think him and Jaren Jackson are really going to be something special down in Memphis because of the 1-2 punch that they have. And mostly led by Ja. I mean, I can't speak for him more than Luka, but Ja Morant to me is going to be right there with the Lukas and the Trae Youngs, the young guards that are really taking this league by storm. So just answering that quick question, having that quick take on Ja, I think he's going to be something special in this league. He looks like he's going to be able to take that Memphis team to the next level. If he gets a couple good veterans around him, he's going to be really devastating for the league. So the last and next question that we're going to touch on, and this is going to be really quick, is what do I think about Giannis? Do I think he's going to leave or stay in Milwaukee? I actually think Giannis is going to leave Milwaukee. He's tried to do what he can. He's taken that team to the Eastern Conference Finals. And, I don't think he's going to be able to draw a second superstar to come to Milwaukee. And are they committed to having a second superstar. I think Chris Middleton is a good player. He would be a good 3 or 4, but him as your second guy, I don't think Giannis will be able to succeed there. And so I'm seeing that I think the writings are on the wall that Giannis is going to make his exit. Now, where is he going to go? That's the question. I'm leaning towards Golden State. I just have a feeling that he's going to team up with Clay, Steph, and Draymond and kind of do a 2.0 of what KD did. Now, if that team gets together, man, that's going to be that'll be their second run if they can draw Giannis there. And I can possibly see him being there and basically taking the mantle from Steph and Clay. But I don't see Giannis staying in Milwaukee because that small market, his management committed to getting him a second star. Will a second star come there? Those are the questions that I think that Milwaukee will have to tug with. But I don't think Giannis is going to stay. I think he's going to be headed out west for sure. But those are some of the questions that are to be seen in the future. So those are the few takes that I have on those topics. Don't forget, like I said, send me topics. I'll touch on them. Please continue to let me know what I'm doing, right or wrong. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like, hit the notification, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter at KT Hoops. Well, thank you for being here for another video, everybody. Have a good day. Peace.